Hey, True Believers England team here. Tonight we are going to be judging and ranking Lex Luthor Cup covers. I was waiting for the rest of the crew, but RDV, the Eric or the Lester sisters, I guess they didn't jump in. I hope they're all doing well. Have to do things a little bit different tonight with the rejects. So, yeah, I'm going to have to stop sharing the screen here, because I've got 5 reject videos. There's a ton of Lex Luthor covers, and it was rough when I was getting down to the last, I would say, 90 covers. Every reject is 30 covers long. It got rough. There are some excellent Lex Luthor covers out there. So let's get this thing started. And hopefully Eric and the Lesters or an RDV will join us. And yeah, okay. So I should actually make sure that I'm sharing out the sound as well. Let me just make sure. Usually I am. Share sound also. Yes. Let's get that out. And there we go. And I am back on my old computer. So I've got my twiddles back here. And here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Reject video number 1.
There's supposed to be music to this, isn't there?
Say again?
There's supposed to be music to this, isn't there?
Yeah, is that not playing?
No. No sound. So instead, we will serenade you.
So this isn't playing music?
No, I'm not hearing anything. Can you hear it?
Well, I hear it perfect. Yeah. Well, I have to do this differently. So hold on just a second. There are ways around this. We will do this, kids. We will do this. Okay, let's see. Bump bump. Bump bump. Does it have what I was just using? Because that is my favorite. Plus, it's generally a-okay with it's as long as it needs to be. That's what she said. What's up? What are you reading?
I'm glad Rhaegar was entertained by my "We will serenade you."
We will serenade you.
If I were a rich man.
All day long, why bitty bitty bum? If I were a working man. I wouldn't have to work hard. Yabba dibby 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 dum.
Careful where you shake those things, man.
Hey, that's what the guy does.
I know.
Okay, can you hear that?
I don't hear a thing. And honestly, I would have to mute myself if you did.
Can you guys hear that? Because it's supposed to be background music that's playing. All right. Okay.
Oh, they hear that.
They hear that. All righty. So how do I rewind what I just did? Okay. Anywho, you know what? Let's just get this thing going. Okay. Cluster number 1. It's the first time I tried this. So there we go. All right. Get to Windows. RDV just bust in.
Jackson Roy Kirk. No, now I have no sound because I turned off.
All righty. Hello to RDV. And
Brain hasn't jumped in yet?
No.
Brain isn't here yet.
No.
He was recording stuff with Wes. I know that. That's why he wasn't at the top 5.
Wes has stolen him.
Let's try this again. All righty. Let's get this going.
Back to work.
And
Take 2.
here we go. I'm getting too. It's way off.
Why is it showing us still?
Yeah, still no. I still need this, but that's fine.
Here, I can change it back.
What are you saying?
I can put the layouts.
Oh, I've got the layouts already. They're all good.
Not that, you dork. The fact we're able to see us while they're watching the video.
Okay, do that. they can see it, it's okay.
No, I can walk.
Dig this.
What the hell was that
These were basically books that were Lex Luthor's head, or he's a big part of a group, a small part of a big group.
Dancing makes you wanna move. Sitting on up and it makes you wanna groove.
When no one can break free. Music's too loud.
All right, there we go. Okay, yeah, Henry mentioned that it was too loud, so they couldn't hear the
Well,
commentary.
I'm putting the layouts back to where the additional layouts you had.
Yeah. Oh, please do, because I was looking around. You know, I don't know this stuff as well. So.
And I know it's like explain this to a dead horse, and he might
Hey,
actually understand better.
hey, that dead horse would understand a hell of a lot better than I would. All righty. That being said, there you go, guys. There are 4 other videos, by the way. We will get a hold of this. But for now, I do like this one, as we share out the actual. Let's go and do some comic book cover rankings, since I did pick these out. I'm excited. Of course, there are going to be books where you're like, hey, why did you put that one in and not this one? I don't know. I just thought it would be cool. All right, let's see. Pixel was here, then RDV,
I'm RDV.
and hopefully Eric will jump in. Yes, Wes is bigger. Okay, I guess so. Yeah.
You know what I think it is? Eric discovered freedom from Saturday.
Man,
You already be done with Wes. Who knows?
See, what?
and you should have kept him locked up in your basement.
Yeah,
Told
I
you.
know. But
Well,
actually,
I
I
was
think
gonna
it's
say,
I think it's more of a case of he's got to do it now, or he can't do it because Wes records.
Yes.
And,
Wes is
yeah.
in the Philippines.
Yep. All righty, so let's go. Pixel, you've got book 1.
Hi,
And that is
I'm
Superman
Pixel.
number 49 from the Red the Crisis of thing.
Crisis of the Crimson Kryptonite. That's 3K. Zach is a very happy camper. This is an alright cover, you know. I gotta say that I think Lex's face is actually a little weird in it, though. Just
Well,
a
that's
little,
original.
looks-
That's original
looks
Lex.
a little- looks, huh?
That's original Lex Luthor.
Yep.
Yeah, he's looking a lot like you, Englentine.
Thank you.
But I'll say it's a good cover. It's good.
I've got the beard going, so I'm more the Lex Luthor of Lois and Clark. Superman and Lois.
I will go. I want to say 7. It's good.
All right. We've got the 7. Okie dokies. And how about you, RDV?
10.
All righty. Plus the story is a 10.
Story is a million.
I know, it's an awesome story.
Especially when you learn that the red kryptonite is Mr. Missiplistic.
That's as close as I've ever gotten as well. I've always liked this one. Like you said, it's old style Lex. It's very simple, only 2 figures, colorful black background. Yeah, I don't know if I go 10 on it though. I am going 8. And
This is Lex Luthor being back doing normal evil self here, before unlike the modern stuff. He has a glove on because the kryptonite ring was giving him cancer, so he had to cut his hand off.
Yep.
Yep.
That's why he's wearing the glove. All right, let's get to the chat where we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, hopefully everybody knows you can grade, but all right. You want to read them off and I'll write them down?
Alrighty then. What?
7? You're reading. I'll read them off.
No. I'm reading the first line. This is what?
Rhaegar gives it a 7. Darth Cato gives it a 7 as well. We've got book 1. It's okay. It's a 7, says Henry. And we have a 7 for Matheri. I think I know what this is going to be here without having to do any of the
Jackson coming in with it.
math.
But Jackson finally comes in
because Dark Admiral said 7, but Jackson bumps it up to an 8 as well.
And Maranya.
All right, I saw Maranya in here. We don't have a Maranya or an MK. Did we get an MK? Rhaegar?
Superman 49.
So I guess we're waiting on a couple other grades here.
We're a great concept
for 8. I think they were going for Telly Savalas, says Jackson Royker.
Let him rate it.
All right.
That's what I knew. He was Remember, he's on the old PC, remember?
No, I didn't. I didn't know that. Wow. I was very surprised that he was just ignoring you. I was like, what'd you do?
He's on the old PC right now. Anyway, Superman 49, an old world where a great concept for this cover kicks Engeltine off his own live stream. There's something about the rendering that bothers me, though. Yes, that Engeltine movie will come back. Good, not great. I scored this a red kryptonite 8.
And we're back.
Hey, are you on your old computer?
MK says that this is a 9. And Michael Taylor says 8. Yes, simple but effective.
As soon as you kept talking, I was like, oh, he's gone.
You kept ignoring.
I am on the old computer. I said I'm going to ride this bitch out until it completely dies. I have not turned it off since I managed to get it running. I am emptying everything. So in hopes to continue its life a little bit longer.
Because if you don't, it's lost forever.
Yeah. The best thing is I've got a backup now. So when it does happen, thank you to my brother. I very appreciate that. But everything's backed up. I was planning on starting a couple of new channels. By the way, I'm going to start an auction channel, so I have to kind of get that going. Anyway, where did we stop here?
We read everything.
Okay, last score I got was Jackson, and then Maranya says 8, and then MK says 9.
Yeah, you dropped in the middle of I was reading Maranya's.
There you go. I was actually saying, where's Maranya's? It was because I was out and I wasn't getting the new messages. Then we have 8, and that's it. Okay, there we go. And here we have 7 7s taking on 1 10, 1 9, and 4 8s. So yes, this ends up in the 7 column. It's good. It's a good cover. Not a bad way to start the evening. Alrighty. It's a kind of an iconic story nowadays. I noticed it's gotten a lot of love recently. A lot of deserved love.
Especially from Zach because of that title.
Oh, there you go. All right. We need RDV is going to lead us off here. And this is Action Comics number 294.
Ah, yes. So, Pixel, remember we talked about Brainiac having the sweater on?
Yeah.
Hi. Oh, the neighborhood. It's like Lex Luthor kind of looks like he's just the guy from down the road. The guy janitor. It's like, no one has ever been able to destroy you with kryptonite, Superman, but this will be the exception. That fiend, Luthor, he's tripled the strength of Kryptonite Man's deadly radiations. There is no way to save myself. You could throw a rock at the machine from a distance and destroy it. Where Lex is sitting. Problem solved. Still design on this. I like the giant gumball in the background. The one thing that was bothering about these titles is that the Action Comic title is always slanted. I don't know if that was done on purpose or at least they didn't have rulers back in the day. It always drove me nuts. Yeah, I guess I'll go 6 on this. It's weird. He's on an organ, traveling organ.
Yeah.
With the kryptonite laser ray. So, yeah.
All righty.
Yeah,
Now, what do you say? What do you say there, Pixel?
Wow, where is the Kryptonite Man today?
I wonder why.
The Kryptonite Killer. Hey, look. Wait a second. Where the fuck is 4K? Sorry. I had to count, make sure.
It doesn't count.
There's 4Ks.
So long as there isn't 3.
Kryptonite Man's.
We go by sound effects.
Killer.
We go by sound effects, so you're stretching. You're reaching there.
Anyway, this is this is a fun cover. But I think I like the last one more, so I'm gonna go 6.
All righty. He's playing an organ to activate a kryptonite guy. There's something to be said about that. The trade dress was hand superimposed as separate printing plate on the printing process. Oh, okay. I like it though. It's a lot of fun to me. I'm gonna go 8 on this one as well. All right.
No one thought about fixing the freaking plate so it was straight. Lazy.
No, it's good, a little angled. All right, let's get to the chat here. See what they've got to say about Action Comics number 294.
Start with Lil Rhaegar, who gives us a 5.
Admiral says 9.
Henry Jamex's book number 2, it's a 5.
With
Darth Cato also says 5. And Maranya says
Action Comics 294. Classic in a world where classic is rendering the conflict between Luthor and Superman. Great concept, good at best rendering, score a Kryptonite 7.
The Jackson Roy Kirk says 5. Michael Taylor says 9. He's at the control.
Yes, that's who the mad pipe organist.
All right.
Dragon says 8.
Is this dollar store Metallo? LMAO.
You think that's worth $1? It's Timu Metallo.
MK said.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Like I said, the giant moon or gumball.
Uh-huh.
What the heck is that supposed to even be? What
Oh,
planet are
that's
they on?
awesome. It's a fun cover to me. All right, let's see. I never noticed the title was slanted. I'll never be able to not see that from now on. Probably you'll notice it on a lot of Action Comics. All right, we've got 4 5s taking out the 2 9s and the 2 8s, and then 3 6s taking out that 1 7, leaving 2 6s left. And here we go. All right, we're going in the wrong direction. That just ended up as average. Let's see if I can redeem myself here. And this is the one I'm leading us off on. And this is Superman number 3 from a modern. This is cover B.
David Nakayama.
Say again?
David Nakayama.
Okay.
We were just talking about his covers in the top right.
Let me get the go for book 3. Or I don't know if Henry's been doing a couple of these. So
Yeah, I was wondering why he's randomly saying book 3s and then there's no number.
hey, you know what? If he's
Whatever.
okay with it, I'm okay with it. He's got it. Whoop, okay. I'm right behind him. Okay, I can't even tell you why I put this one up. I love the painting. I love the shading on it. The shadow that comes in from the what looks like a window behind Clark Kent is caught. It casts perfectly the shadow on the wall. There's just so much good about this. I like the layers in Superman's hair. This is a very well done painting. I'm hoping it's painting and not AI. The fact that there's not 2 heads on Lex Luthor tells me it's not AI.
It's not AI. It's just it's their digital coloring.
But yeah, I just thought it was done absolutely fantastic. This reminds me of a painting my daughter would do as far as her coloring is concerned, because she's very concerned about lighting and where everything falls, and it falls perfectly on these 2. Absolutely a 10. The only thing I know it's bars. right? It's not like a glass window they're looking through. It seems like the artist was not able to convey that the bars go all the way across, like this door is opening.
You would have, if they did that, have to block one of their faces, and they didn't want to do that.
Yeah, I could see that, which I would have put it right in the middle then. See how it's a little bit slanted?
Yeah.
I think I would have put it in the middle so it went all the way across. Yeah. That being said, this is a 10.
Well, if they didn't have an angle, just be a one bar. That's it.
No. Listen, I love this artist. I really do.
But he sucks.
No. But this cover is no. I'm just feeling a lack of anything.
Really? The
that's
look in each other's
public.
face, the anger from Superman, and the smug smile on Lex Luthor. That is.
It doesn't even really feel like anger. It's
glaring at him, you dork. How can you not see it?
It's like there's not.
He doesn't trust him.
The smugness
You're
on
down.
Lex is fine, but it's. Yeah, of course he doesn't trust him. He's Lex Luthor.
That's why he's got a glare, because he doesn't trust Lex, and Lex is smirking. What more
Exactly.
do you need?
I need more. This is okay. This is okay.
Always needing more, even when you're given the good stuff. We now know who's the lady in your relationship.
So,
I bet his girlfriend probably this is a 10.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I need more.
What do you score this, Pixel?
7.
Alrighty, 9, 8, 7. How about you, RDV?
10.
Alrighty.
I understand what they're planning to do, and that's been one of the ongoing things between Lex and Superman. Lex gets away with shit, and it pisses Superman off that he can't do anything about it because he has to hold back the good guy. And Lex talks smack to him. So he's obviously there because he needs Lex help.
Let's get to the chat.
Right. I can understand. We were like, hey, it's just a post cover.
Dark Admiral March here starts us off with an 8. Henry Jamex's book 3, well rendered but boring. It's a 5.
Little Rhaegar says 10.
Michael Taylor says 7.
The Jackson Roy Clerk says 6.
And Maranya says
Superman 3. In a world where this is a very simple concept that is rendered exceptionally well in the modern way. Both characters look to model. Score a Soups Lex stare down 10. What the hell is Pixel smoking?
Yep. Pixel, what you smoking?
nothing.
And remember, if you're watching and you haven't put in a vote, feel free to. Everybody's welcome. Hey, my daughter is watching as well. Daughter, princess of I Love Comics, what do you say about this cover?
Well, we're going to get to it.
Does
Cato says Superman looks like a father who's very disappointed in his son. I'll give it an 8.
The Dragon says 7.
Yeah,
The faces are a little off because they look boyish. At least Lex does on the right.
Yeah, yeah.
But
MK.
Yeah.
I'll go 10.
Great googly moogly could actually walk in the room and say her 8.
she's upstairs right now. Which, hey, I told her, I said, hey, we're doing covers. Feel free to jump on. And
literally, it's like she wants to pretend that she's still in Kiwi Town.
Well, the cool thing is when we get the other computer, if I want, I could put that upstairs. If she wants to join in, she can actually join in and be on screen and everything. If Amy and Melissa thought I cussed too much, my daughter.
Yeah, where are the girls? Did you invite them?
I always, it's Tuesday. They normally don't. No, it's Wednesday. They normally don't show up.
I wasn't home, so I didn't reach out to them, and I figured they don't want to talk about Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor, yeah. Okay. All right, we got the stop and the score that we've got. We have 1 5 and 1 6 and 3 7s taking on 5 10s. They're gone. Now it's 3 8s versus 0 9s. The 8s win. All right, and that's where this one goes. We've got another 8. Okay. All righty. Now we've got a 6, we've got a 7, we've got an 8. Can we go 9 and or 10? I don't know. It's a mystery. Let's see. Go for book 9.
And you know, mystery sells the book.
No, book 9. It's book 4. Book 4. And then we're going to do the second of 5 reject videos. All right. Go for book 9. Not 9. God damn it. I'm making the same. Why am I saying 9? All righty. Go for book 4. That's what I should be saying. There we go. Melissa was on E's stream earlier, but found something better to do, apparently. I know, and I even offered. I was like, hey, look. I called her Amy like 9 times. Maybe that's why she didn't come in. I don't want Melissa to feel. Amy's always around. And I saw Lester. And apparently I called her by name and then went, Amy, Amy, Amy. But I had to show off that I have a Fraggle Rock #1 for this coming auction. So. Yeah, awesome stuff. Anyway, it is Pixel's turn again, and we have for him issue number 892 of Action Comics.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. I
like the Michael Keaton Superboy at the bottom.
8.
8?
England team.
I know he's gone.
No.
I will remember you. Will you remember me? Are you here? No. I just love how our character, our icons just line up perfectly with the cover. You're the old guy. I don't like it. Whatever.
8 isn't an I don't like it.
What did you give it? 8? 8?
8. Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were saying Angleton at first. I was like, what? All right. Rep stream. I know. Let's see here.
What do you give it?
Are they in space? Where are they fighting? Because I'm like, there's no way Slade or Lex could put a dome over his head, but like, hey, I hear somebody.
I don't miss this at all.
Actually, we're on phone with it.
Yeah, of course you should. I mean, I it took a long time for me to actually disappear, so I might have just quietly been going.
We were singing the song. Will you remember me?
Remember ye.
Alrighty,
so
it disappeared. Pixel gave it an 8.
Okay.
I'm guessing they're in front of a brick wall
Or an ice wall. Yep.
or something like that, or something because Slade can't fly and they can't breathe in space.
That I'm also looking at is he's punching up, so Slade is flying. He's just not doing it on his own. Lex Luthor is punching him upward.
But still, I like the armor, but the pose for the armor, him twisting and stuff, the leg being up like he's like getting ready to kiss him. The left
I think
leg
he's flying, doing that jump up thing that comic book heroes do.
It's just weird. Yeah. I'm gonna go 7.
All righty. I, on the other hand, I'm going 9. I said ham, not hand, but there you go. All right, let's get to the chat.
Also, the Michael Keaton Superboy is really disturbing me.
Little Rhaegar starts us with a T.
Oh yeah, little Rhaegar. They had a 3-year-old dragon coming in with an 8.
Great Googly Moogly gives us an 8, gives us a 9. I can see it.
That crazy cat says, yeah, this is pretty cool. I will give it a 10.
Yeah, and then Dark Admiral March Hare says 8 alongside Jackson Roy Kirk. Michael Taylor says 7.
The Princess of I Love Comics says Rip Stream.
Yep.
Henry Jamek says book number 4. Good dynamics and rendering, chump coloring and proportions off a bit. Brings it down to an 8. And Maranya says...
I think he said Trump.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
What?
Action Comics 892. In a world where a great concept just doesn't resonate with me because of the rendering style, score a ballet dancer, Luthor 6.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
And,
like I said, that looks just like Michael Keaton there. The eyebrows,
the
mouth.
Superboy.
Yeah.
All right, let me put up the stop here. And once again, if you are listening in, you want to vote, go right on ahead. It's 1 through 10, however you
say something.
All right, so we have 1 6 taking out that 1 10. We have 2 7s taking out those 2 9s and leaving all 5 8s left. And so, boom, we've got our second 8 of the night. We are still waiting for a 9 or a 10. All right, maybe the covers weren't as great as I first thought. I do know we have 10s here, though. We will make it.
Ashley, is it true that every time he drops, he yells, "Son of a bitch"?
Yes. All right, so let's get the go for book 5. But before we do that, I'm going to show it off. Fair warning, my internet is being choppy tonight, so I may drop. Yeah, tis the season, I guess. All right, let me go to where are we? Where are we? Lex Luthor, and this is let me get this going here, and we're going to watch the second of the 5. Oh, nope, that's wrong media player. God damn it. Okay. Let me try to share it out to the right media player.
I was going to say, if you just upload the video.
No, it won't let me. It's too big.
Oh, that's why. That's why it was. I was wondering why you were doing it wrong. I didn't have the layouts up. That's why. Yeah, it's just the thing is the every one of these videos has like 5 different. So. 30 covers. There's 5 videos with 30 covers each. So I've just got to do things. We're doing things a little bit different than normal, but Marnie, I did the reading last night. That's why I changed the layouts a little bit, or I didn't change them. I removed them.
But I'm going to make it so the sound is halfway up, okay, and that way we can comment. All right,
Jackson.
There we go. Shoot. All right. Let me get this all. I apologize for us for me doing this. Having to do it. God damn it!
I got it.
Oh, okay. You and I hit it at the same time. All right. Let me turn the music on, and then I'll turn the. There we go. And it should work out. And I could talk about, okay, if you guys want just pure music, let me know, because otherwise, if there's a question or something, I can answer it about as to why something was left off.
My favorite is when we don't have the music, we just talk about the books.
That takes a long time, though.
Look, it's book. Look, it's another book.
Right, but you can see why these are rejects, though, right? I mean, some of them are great covers, but they might not make a good Lex Luthor cover, or some of them are just, a little bit off, or like he's standing to the side. The main focus is Clark Kent on these.
Well,
that is a great cover, but he's behind Superman. Or part of a greater crowd or something. I love this cover. Also, it just comes down to the fact that
Misery.
I had 200 Lex Luthor covers.
Yep.
That is a great Darkseid cover. I'm sad I missed it for Darkseid.
Oh, I like that one.
Watch him change.
That one's
a good
just
one.
Yeah, that one's Brainiac and Lex Luthor. There is a shit ton of good forever evils.
Smallville.
Mhm.
Somebody save me.
Yeah. But this is good because the covers are going by. We're not stopping every 5 seconds, so we can still comment on things. That parade, I thought that would have gone all the way. I really like that one.
Are you saying that you love a parade?
I love a parade, yes.
I like parades too, as long as there's no kids.
But I was thinking about just putting these rejects together and making a whole video of it, just of
That is a better prison cover.
You know,
See,
there is a
Lex Luthor is that big on that. I mean, he is, yeah.
I talk about putting rejects together.
That one almost made it. This one, I didn't care for it too much. Yeah.
He's on the
Yeah.
back cover. That's all.
You know, instead of putting the rejects together, you can just go watch the movie The Losers.
Oh, there you go. Michael Taylor saying that cover where Supes is punching Lex through a brick wall. It's very cool, but how do you know that's Lex and not a Buddha monk? Because he's in an orange dress and his face is not at the
It was
camera.
a
or
yellow
anything.
dress, it wasn't orange.
Yeah. All right. Let me turn this. Stop sharing and turn the background music off. There we go. So yeah, today we are doing it a little bit different, but we'll get through it, and hopefully it'll be fun as we're going. And at this point, we are on what? We're on book number 5, which I do believe is RDV, right?
Well, yeah, there's only 3 of us.
Yep. Okay, so here you go. And this is Superman number 9.
This should be book 5, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Kind of reminds me of the Kevin Spacey Lex Luthor.
Is it around the same time? It's Williamson, so no.
No. But the way Kevin Spacey did in Superman Returns, the way how nonchalant he was, that Lex.
Yeah. Well, one thing I love about this one is Lex is basically the city is inside him. I mean, he's basically he is saying this is my city, and you see Superman flying away from it. So it's him basically saying, Superman, leave. Metropolis is mine. And that's one of the reasons why I put this one.
I'll just say this,
here.
though. Superman can't hold a candle to Pixel's hands.
Okay.
I don't, and the giant hands just because he's too close to the screen. It brings it down to an 8 for me because it just looks retarded with the giant hands so close to you. They look bigger than his body. Especially
Already. Yeah, I know. They're trying to do a bit of perspective, but maybe they're going a little bit too big.
He's got Wreck-It Ralph hands now.
If your hands were that close, wouldn't your face and head be a little closer? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you score this?
I'm going 8.
8. All right. What do you say, Pixel?
I'm going 7.
All righty.
It's good.
I love the Lex Luthor part of this. That's what I was focused on when I picked this out, and I just dig that. It's a 10 to me. All right, let's go to the chat.
Okay. Rhaegar starts us off with a little 4.
A little 4. Hey, Ethereal Drake comes with a medium-sized 8.
We have Dark Admiral March Higher giving it a 5.
MARANYA is just saying that the Justice cover with the superimposed Lex Luthor head was way better than cover number 4. Same with the Superman breaking out of prison with Luthor in front.
Lex Luthor was so small on that particular cover. He wasn't.
She says, other than yikes for the rest of the rejects. Darth Kato says it's a really cool cover. It's a 10. Henry Jamek, book 5.
Henry Jamek says book 5, Superman's hands. Not a fan. Very bad. It's a 5. And Michael Taylor says 8. Very cool cover colors and nice detail.
Greg Googly Moogly says 6. Superman looks weird. If Superman wasn't there, then a 9. But Superman just looks too weird. Drew, yeah, if you had Superman like in a glass case or whatever, or frozen or whatever, and then Lex Luthor peering over everything like the villain, be better.
Superman doesn't have to be here.
He doesn't have to.
Superman does not have to be on this cover to convey what's really being conveyed. It is Lex Luthor's tale.
Superman number 8. In a world where this is a great concept, decent learning, inking style is a miss, though. Oh, it explains it must have hit the curb. So it drops down to an 8. It's Mike Diodato cover. That's what I'm guessing, yeah. Yeah, Mike Diodato Jr. That's why it's not that great. Hey, who got a message there? Pixel?
It's my phone.
Are you getting text messages?
All right. And the scoring, we have 1-4 and taking down one of the 2 10s. We've got 2 5s taking down the last 10 and one of the 3 8s. We've got 1 6 taking down another 8 and then 1 7 taking down the last of them. This is a 7. Holy Toledo. I am surprised. I actually thought these covers were good. All righty. Here we go. Well, hey, it is good. The only one that wasn't was the Kryptonite Man. Because we've got good, we've got very good, but we have yet to reach any awesome covers so far. Anyway, all right, let's get the go for book 6, and it's my turn again. Go for book 6. All righty. Boom. And what do we have here? We have, this one was on and off this list so much. I was like, but Lex lists small on this one. But this cover is interesting as this is the All-Star Superman. We have him obviously not as powerful because he's holding a gun. Lex Luthor has powers and some sort of mysterious eye, and he's destroying Metropolis. There's such destruction, great colors to it. But Lex Luthor isn't the prominent figure. So this was on and off this list. And I said, you know what? It's got to be on this list because I've been looking at it and wondering, should it be on the list? It's like some are so obvious. It's a big pose cover that's awesome or something. And some are so obvious not to be on the list because Lex Luthor's that smaller. It's just a headshot. I love this cover. The more I look at it, absolutely a 10. Pixel, destroy it.
Yeah, no, this sucks.
You're absolutely negative Nelly on this one.
Listen, I think the concept is great. You're absolutely right. The execution, on the other hand,
you're
really
so off.
Suck. I'm sorry. Look,
what's wrong with the execute? What's wrong with the execution of this? It is showing Superman's desperation versus.
I can hear Amy shudder from a distance, just glancing at this cover.
It's fine.
No,
Well,
yeah, it's fine. No,
I think you're out of your gourd. This is awesome.
Looks misshapen. He looks like he should be drawn for the boys with that chin.
It's a Kipper. What are you talking about?
It's not. It's just Frank Quietly style.
Yeah, I wish it would quietly go away.
All right.
No. The best drawn thing on this cover, I think, is that big radiating ball of whatever the hell that is.
The eye.
It's a grapefruit.
eye.
Blood orange.
The Eye of Sauron. The coloring is a mess. You have different shades going on. Yeah, look at how. Listen, he looks like he's neon Lex Luthor right there.
Yeah, he's glowing.
Eyes
green.
are supposed to be glowing, but the brightness of his damn cloak there is ridiculous.
Other than the guy in the big bright blue and red outfit, I mean, it's comics. It not only an All-Star Superman was supposed to be mimicking the Silver Age. So yeah, the big bright colors fits.
Yeah, well, it's certainly mimicking something. I have to go 4. I'm sorry.
Y'all are out of your freaking gourd. I see other people out of their freaking gourd as well. Alrighty, so what do you say, RDV? Do you...
Well, I like the fact we got a 90-year-old Superman.
Okay.
Going against some person that I guess is supposed to be Lex Luthor with green kryptonite rays and a green suit and blue.
Yep.
And then he's got some kind of this orange thing, sun thing falling behind him, who maybe gave him the powers or whatever. I like the destruction, but the execution, like I said, is a 2 for me.
You guys are out of your mind. Oh my!
There's a reason why you kept struggling putting it on and off. It's because you're.
Well, actually, yeah. This is the, this is the interesting cover. This is the big question mark. So, I think you guys are crazy, but there you go. But the thing is, the more I looked at it, the more I started liking it. I'm like, God dang it, I gotta put this one on. I have to. Part of it is, of course, to see what you guys
conversation. Yes.
Yeah. Because I mean, there are some that will just be obvious, you know.
It looks like George Reeves' Superman going against the modern day Lex Luthor.
It's supposed to be. All right, so let's get to the chat then.
Henry Jamek, book 6. Not a fan. It's a 5.
Yo, looks weird. Go 4.
Michael Taylor says 4. Not a fan of this cover. And Maranya says,
All-Star Superman 6. In a world where Maranya is agreeing with Engeltine.
Damn straight.
Out here.
You know why? She's an artist. She knows what we're doing.
This is a great concept. The art style is quirky, but honestly, it works for this book.
You guys are just pose covers anyway. We don't want any of this interesting art. We need just pose.
I would,
just pose.
Honestly,
pose.
I would, if it's like good cheesecake art pose. Yeah, sure, great, go for it.
Right.
Alex Ross, the JSA covers. Awesome. Dark Admiral, March Hare, gives it a 5.
Great googly moogly says, honestly, I think it looks a little bit quirky. It's a 9.
Ashley, you can disagree with him. He's not going to yell at you. I know he's in walking distance, but remember, he's old and slow.
Little Rhaegar gives this a little 1.
I know. I see. I had another low score. I thought I was gonna, but Darth Kato says drugs were used in the making of this cover. Lots and lots of drugs. It's a lay off the drugs.
I think y'all are out of your goal. I think this is one of those things where you guys are gonna look back at it.
You know what I think it is?
You know what? That was awesome.
I think Frank quietly drew this purposely bad on purpose.
He didn't draw it bad. You know what? Do you know what else you guys were wrong about?
Dragon 2.
Do you know what else you were wrong about, RDV? This one.
Still a 1. You know why? Because it's a book that only you remember.
No, but a lot of people remember Bone, dude.
Sure. Okay, Boomer.
Yeah, all right, whatever.
Everyone remembers.
Go read your modern comics, all right? Yeah,
like
some of us actually like good writing.
You do?
All right, so let's see. What we got here is 1 1 and 2 2s taking out the 1 9 and the 2 10s. And then we've got 2 4s taking out the 1 6 and one of the 5 5s. This is the 5.
See what your daughter wrote?
Oh, there you go. If I can have the cat hop in his lap and I'll be fine. Bullshit. You do that and we are not fine. I'll put you and the cat out.
The cat came back. He wouldn't stay away.
All right. I thought we were going to move forward, but instead we moved backwards, and this one is a 5.
Do you know what? I wouldn't threaten her. Say, hey, Dad, go outside and get the mail. Okay. We'll close the door, lock.
I got the keys.
On you 24/7?
Yeah, especially if I'm going to get the mail, I would leave with the house keys because it's attached. All right, let's say go for book 7. All righty.
Remember, kids, we can only go up from here.
Boom, boom. And it's Pixel's turn again. And here we go. Book number 7.
I'm Pixel. Oh.
And this is Justice League 32.
Oh, listen, there is a word the kids use. This cover has so much aura. No. That's what they're using aura now. They're just look at that. Has so much aura. That's what this has though. This is awesome. We have a 10.
All righty. And
I thought they were saying that this cover has a lot of Riz. It's 10.
Okay, we got 2 10s. We might as well make it a third, and let's go to the chat.
Ethereal Dragon is wrong, says 9.
Kid Gugamuli agreeing with me, saying it's a 10.
Henry Jamek, book 7. It's average. It's a 6.
I have to read this because he put that word into existence. LMAO, I am just picturing Enfilrine.
Enfilrine?
That's
Inflin Ring, putting on the Jason mask, chasing after his daughter. Inflin Ring.
I don't know which means. Version of that is you.
Is that Jason Teen, maybe? I don't know.
variants of you them somehow.
Yeah.
Dark Admiral, yeah, giving it a 10.
So does Darth Kato.
Okay, and so does Rhaegar, saying way better than the last one.
You know, just when I thought I couldn't anywhere, you went and totally redeemed yourself.
Yes. Alrighty, and MK, and I'll go 9. Lex wants to be Batman. Cool cover. I think he's meaning Lex, but there you go. It might have been a typo.
Thanks for the art, color, and detail, according to Michael Taylor.
And Jeremy says that his perspective is bad. Well, stop looking at Angleton. Look at the cover.
I know, right? I don't get why the perspective is bad. He's like
because you're looking up. You know what?
That's a hell of a lot better perspective than the hands from earlier.
Whenever the bozo above you, Pixel has his camera on, we're looking at him being above him from below. So basically, it looks like you're at the bridge, looking up at Pixel.
Okay.
There's a reason why I don't turn on my camera most of the time now.
Well, all right, we've got 1 6 and 1 8 and 3 9s taking off. Oh, there you go.
Justice League 32. In a world where I love comics, loves the concept. I really do. But the rendering style plus the computer coloring just doesn't do it for me. This score is why the elf was cover approved. More like why is MARANYA salty 6. It's a great cover.
It is.
Compared to the last one?
Oh, compared to a lot of them, it's just a really good.
The Batman cowl is awesome too because, remember, it's just a lot of people would just draw it being flat, because it fall in because it's fabric, but because it's like a tactile material, it stays rounded like that. But
there you go.
The fact he's got his belt and he's got his app. Is this when he learned? Lex Luthor knows one secret. What we will do to learn them all. Yeah, so he knows that. So I'm guessing he knows that Bruce Wayne is Batman because everyone does.
All right, but the scoring is 2 6s, 1 8, and 3 5s, trying to take down 9 10s, ladies and gentlemen. We have our first 10.
This got a 10, and the other one you like, MARANYA, didn't get a 10.
There you go. All right, let's go for
what's Batman
book 8.
Got to do it. What's Batman?
Before we do, well, no, I guess we'll go after it. All right.
It is of course, it's not a fantastic comic. This is a Justice League comic.
That's right.
It's very lexible.
Now, let's go all the way back to the Golden Age, ladies and gentlemen. It is RDV's turn, and he has Action Comics number 131.
Look, kids, if you look closely, you can see Angleton standing to the left.
Yes.
I do love the Go Friday look on this lane. You all right there, Pixel?
I know it's not. It's because, Superman wears his underwear on the outside, but it looks like it's an X-ray vision beam just
okay.
in your underwear.
Extra, Luthor makes Superman vanish into the 4th dimension. Do they even know what the 4th dimension is at this point, or are they just making up stuff?
They're making up all sorts of stuff, trying to sound scientific.
Would have been worse if they would have just to make it his all the pigment in his color in his body disappear, steal his color. Mm-hmm. So then he's just like a white, really super white costume kind of cool. But anyway, pointing out, I love the giant golden age, giant machines like this. You know,
Yeah.
we see them when we read Flash comics. You see them with, especially with the Hawkman, who's always had some crazy villain with a giant machine. Lois Lane, I love that hairstyle. That's what I love about the 40s, the hairstyles of women and just the outfits they wore and everything. The guys wearing the suits. That's what Superman should always be like that. It should always be like in a 1940s, 1950s kind of look. Kind of like, so it matches with Gotham.
Yeah.
Anyway, this cover, what they ever loving. I'm gonna go 9 on this because I don't know. It's Lex Luthor, the giant machine, and like there's no dialogue, so it's not. He's like, "Ha ha, screw you."
Do you have to have dialogue to know he's getting erased?
It would have been great if he's flipping off Superman. He's like, "Screw you, Superman."
All right, I think the smile does it. What do you say, Pix?
This. Does nobody see? Nobody thinks like I think. No, nobody sees that. Nobody sees this as an X-ray machine.
Yeah, okay, the X-ray. All right. Well, what does it is the little dots. I think he's trying to, like, he's being sent into the fourth dimension, but the little dots make it look like it could be an X-ray.
Because it's keeping his legs there rather than like having them look like it's vanishing.
Yeah.
It would have been great.
Just like light is covering it. I still think this is a great cover. I love this. No, I'm like I thought about doing a 9, but I think that the machinery looks great, the villain looks great, Lois looks great, Superman looks, even though it looks like it's an X-ray machine, this is a 10.
The colors alone make it a 10. This is a dramatic cover. It reminds me of the Fleischer cartoons, especially Lois in the dark with a dark dress, the whole 9 yards, what's happening to Superman. This is a Fleischer cartoon on a comic book cover. Absolutely a 10. Let's go to the... Oh, you got something to say, RDV, then we'll go to the chat.
I was just saying, also, it's I like the fact that they have Lois being not on the stage, because Superman is actually on a platform stage. That's why he's taller up than her.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Because at first I was like, what is she, like 5 feet tall? He's like 7 feet? 9 feet? I realized that she's the way they drew it. And you know what?
Okay,
they
so...
They took the Rob Liefeld way out.
Dark Admiral March here starts off with a 10. Henry Jamex's book.
It's
number 8.
Old school. It's a 5. Daddy.
Okay. So Ethereal Dragon says that too.
Yo, Lex shooting saw that Superman. What MARANYA is saying, Lex shooting the white beam, white kryptonite, that I believe took away his powers permanently at the time. I'll say 9.
Dark Kato says it's an 8. Meow meow.
Rhaegar kicks it in the nuts, says it's a 4.
Michael Taylor says 9, but I'm giving it a 10 out of respect for Golden Age Action Comics. MARANYA says
Action Comics 131. In a world where there's a great concept and era-appropriate rendering, Green Bay Packers background in Green Bay Grave background in real cover works to set off Supes, Luthor, and the Machine. Score a Golden Age goofiness 10 for sure. Green Gray background. See that 3 times fast. Pixel.
Green Gray background, Green Gray. Yeah. Okay.
Right away, it's like,
got it first time.
Yeah, exactly. It does remind me of those cartoons.
Yep.
Guys,
right.
This is bad. No, Rhaegar. The book that was 3 books ago was bad.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. But this is good. This is really good. Okay, so we got 1 4 and 2 5s taking out 3 of the 5 10s. Then we've got 1 8. So now we've only got 1 10 left, but we've got 2 9s. So this is our first 9 of the night. All right, still it's in the awesome category, and I do agree that it should be there.
The way they His face, it kind of looks like it just be any random like Tarzan guy.
All right, and now we've got. Before we go to 9, let's see if I can actually work this. Hold
That's
on.
what she said.
Yeah.
Work.
What do I got going on here?
Work.
Oh, you know what? I know what it could be right here. Let's see. How long is this?
Rager did say this is a better cover than the other one because he gave this one a higher score.
All right.
So
let's get this one down. All righty. And go on down to the music.
Friends of mine.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind watching that again. Yeah.
South Park, especially the first couple of seasons, are so offensive. I love it. The chef,
Going
everything.
on down South Park, going on. Have myself time. Friendly faces everywhere. Humble folks without temptation. Alrighty, let's get this to. Here we are.
Yeah, you hear about that one Democratic senator that's down in like, I'm not leaving Venezuela or El Salvador until like he's released. I'm like, can we send the rest of them down there?
Yeah, I know, right? What I think is funny is like you were really fighting to keep a criminal in the country. Why?
Probably because they're paying to do things for them.
I mean, it's like you guys are so off on everything.
Trump
All right, so let me hit play on the music. And let's hit play on.
God gives him being Rob Redford.
Yeah. It's not The Entertainer, but it's close. Yeah, I love these old covers, by the way, but once again, he's off to the side. There, you could do a cover ranking.
That's
of villain.
great.
It really is. It's a great cover. It's just not a great Lex Luthor cover. You could do an entire video. What the f is this? This is Jokerized Lex Luthor. Villains staring at screens is a concept. I love that cover, by the way, right there.
Clark Kent and Superman. How did I not see that before? When someone told me.
There's a couple of these Lex Luthor leads the group of villains. Like that one's great.
That's great. Legion of Doom.
Yeah, that one's a really good one. Forever Evil had some really good Lex Luthor covers. I mean, we're getting to the point where it's basically awesome covers.
You see how stacked Wonder Woman was in it? That was like 2007. Yeah. I've been shot.
That's classic, but I didn't think he was prominent enough on it. He looks like he's sitting on the toilet on this one. I love the silhouette or the image of Lex Luthor in the mirror there.
Yeah.
But man, it's hard sometimes. It's like, what do you take? What do you leave? And eventually you're going to leave a cover that is just awesome. You know, when you've got so many of these that you have to work through. But he's black in this one.
Hey, look at Superwoman.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a different universe or something.
No, that was Lana Kent. She's Superwoman. She's been Superwoman.
No, yeah, okay.
Rebirth.
That looks like what's his name from Smallville. Yeah. But there you go. And let me save me. Yep. All right, there we go. And that is that was the third, right? That was the third. We've got two more videos. I'm telling you, there's a lot of Lex. Yeah, there's a lot of freaking Lex Luthor covers, man.
Yeah, he's probably one of the most sought out like Lex Luthor types. Well, actually, if you think about it, there was one before. You were doing one. He had like over 100 different covers.
Yeah, this actually had more. This has been the most covers gathered. I know Darkseid was one of them. Magneto had a lot of covers. Yep.
It's like 1 terabyte just full of Lex Luthor covers.
Something like that, yeah. Alrighty, and this is number 179, I think it is. We are on episode 179.
Yeah, the whole Lex Luthor, they drew him in the animated series. They drew him looking like Billy Zane.
Sometimes, yeah. Oh, hey, I got a question for you guys since I mentioned that.
what's the other guy? He played the other Kojak. Kojak is his name. Yeah, Tully
Savalas.
That's
Okay.
what he looked like.
I have a question for everybody. Now I know you guys, but in the chat, have you been doing these cover rankings since the original Gorilla cover ranking, or when did you come into the show? Like, do you remember the first cover ranking? I want to know, like, who we picked up along the way, because this really is 179 episodes so far of this.
Yeah, I've been here since day one.
Yes, you've been here since
day one,
forever.
Was it your war ones? It was GI. No, it wasn't GI Combat.
Our first, we did GI Combat and
World at War,
our Star Spangled War stories or something.
Yeah, something like that.
But the first one was Gorilla covers, and this is book. Oh, let me share out the.
I think Zach was another Gorilla covers. I'm not sure.
Let's see. Here
it might not have been.
And we are going to go for book 9. Alrighty.
You get weird word channels. That was one of them.
There you go. And let's get the book 9 up. Let's get this thing going. It is, what is it? Oh, I had to include the cover where Lex Luthor punches a baby.
I've said it's on my shop. I almost bought it.
I love this cover. He's like, oh, baby Superman, now I can beat you up. Ha I don't care. You know what? We can talk about the details of this cover all you want. Lex Luthor is punching baby Superman. It's a 10. Pixel, what do you say?
I can hear Amy crying right now.
Oh no.
I don't like.
Oh no! Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh no, they're children. But here's the problem. I don't think you can almost tell him Batman, but you can't tell that the Flash is supposed to be a kid back there. And
it looks like it's the size of
Flash almost looks like his costume with a face back in the back. I don't care.
Eric Breen, get your ass in.
Yeah, get on in here, man. Eric, you know what cover is at the very back. You know what number 12 is. Get your ass in here so you can give it the proper love.
Yeah, I said that in the back. Remember, Kid Flash for the time was wearing the Flash costume. They both had the red. So,
if you were making a greatest Lex Luthor covers of all time, would you not include Gil Kane? You got to get in here.
I have to give this a 10. I do.
Of course, it's Lex Luthor punching baby Superman. Yeah. Lex Luthor's like, you know what? I'll punch a baby. I don't care. I turned Batman and Flash into kids and killed them. You're next, baby Superman. I think you just got
a baby.
I know. Anyway, what do you score this?
Child, super child.
Like, Pixie, you score it? You get 10? Okay.
I did. I said 10.
Looking at this, score this Child Protective Services coming in 10.
All righty. So obviously we're unanimous on this. Let's go to the chat. Maranya is saying she started at the beginning, of course. And let's see. Henry answered the question with, I'm pretty new to the channel. I started at Luke Cage Power Man covers. That's about halfway. That's about halfway through.
Zach started at the Power Man Luke Cage covers.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I would love to hear if you guys came in later. Love to hear what you started off as, and by all means, I think Dark Admiral has the first score.
Baby punching 10.
A baby punching 10. All right.
Followed by 3 more 10s.
Okay, so we got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Isn't that child abuse? Darn Lex must really hate Superman baby to beat up a baby Superman. Yep. I could be wrong, but I've been a part of this show for maybe a little over a year now, which is when we started. Like I said, the Gorilla covers were first, and it's been a little over a year since we started this.
Darth Cato gives us a 10, and Henry Jamex is
book 9.
Oh,
let me do it. You do it all the time, bro.
That's fine.
Book 9. Superman has... Sorry, not going to do that. Superman has a lot of hair. He's not a baby, but I almost like it. It is a good of the covers. It is a 7.
Oh, that's close. That's Starfire after the transition.
Hey.
MK says that this is a 10. And Michael Taylor says, yeah, gotta give this a 10.
All right, Pixel. I'll let you have this one, but you got to do it in a world. If you don't do that,
Maranya says, Action Comics 466. In a world, Luthor, where Luthor is punching child Superman? Excellent concept and rendering. This is evil Luthor. Only thing missing is a puppy being kicked by Lex. Score a Child Protective Services 10.
hey, she counted me.
What?
No, it's the child protective services part. She copied me. Greg Googly Moogly says it's a 10, just like my childhood.
Unfortunately, yeah. But hey, we learned to control our anger. All right.
We
Let's
practice
see.
on one kid and we spread the other.
Well, no, you beat up on one kid so it doesn't spread to the other. You just really go hard on the one kid. It's parenting
exactly.
101. All right. Let's get the stop. Yeah, we've got 1, 7, and 12 10s.
Well, that's how you test your strength on you. Oops, I broke the leg. Okay, well, I won't go as hard as next time.
No, I do have moments I was not proud of, but yeah. All right, let's
Which
go.
ones are you proud of? One.
Oh wow, I don't know. I think my kids.
I
would say
participated.
No, I think my kids would say I'm pretty good dad, wouldn't you? Well, thank you very much for the vote of confidence.
I didn't hear. I heard the tone, but I never heard what you said though.
Come closer and say into the mic exactly how you just said it. It looks like you sound like you're afraid to answer the question. You're not making me look good here.
He will not hit you if you say 10.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, this ended up being a 10. Let's move on, and we'll
Ash
go
is
to.
laughing.
I know, right? We're gonna go to book 10 here. Wow, I feel so good. No, actually, I really made sure that they were happy. We were never rich, but I don't think
Does Gail threaten you?
no, not at all. We really didn't want them to feel like they were as poor as they were. One of the things that probably helped is that we either worked at Disney or had somebody who worked at Disney, SeaWorld, and Universal. So they were constantly out at theme parks. So Elizabeth just responds like that. She's coming into the room laughing. Yeah. But yeah, I was a fun dad.
You should always make sure your kids feel like they're having fun playing with the cardboard box.
Yeah, they did. You know what? Elizabeth, when she was a baby, she would just crawl under the sink and play with her toys. Like she would open the cabinet, she would crawl under the sink and she would play with her toys there.
She's got a socket wrench.
Yeah. Yeah. Why is the plumbing all messed up? Oh yeah. I always said that Elizabeth is the mastermind and Ashley's the muscle, but Elizabeth's the true evil of the two.
Well, that's the thing. You give a kid a gift, and you're like, "I'll take the box, like a cat."
Right. Okay. Let's go for book 10. This is Pixel's turn again.
Hi, I'm Pixel.
Okay, I'm about to drop out because it's not showing for me.
I can see it.
I know you guys can see it. I can't see it because I'm about to drop out here.
Oh well. Well, just leave it up, and then we'll come back to you.
That's a lot of detail.
Kind of looks like Corn Sweat, doesn't it?
Who?
The actor for Superman.
I don't think his name is Corn Sweat.
Corn Sweat.
It is Corn Sweat at the end. Yeah, it's spelled that way.
Not Corn Sweat.
It is.
Yeah, I think you got this one wrong there.
No, look it up. Look at the spelling of it. His last name is Corn Sweat.
Well, you know,
that's
I've
not
heard
how
worse.
you pronounce it even.
Well, then how do you pronounce it then? Correct me then, sir.
Okay, I gotta remember how it's spelled.
Quit fooling around with the photo, bro.
I'm trying to I can't see the photo.
Then drop out, come back in. That's what I did.
Okay, so now it says my VPN is connected again, so I could probably see it now.
Why would you bother with a VPN?
There you go.
Yeah. All right.
This, I mean, there's a lot of detail to this. David Corners. Wait, I think that's what it is.
Is there a number on this one? It just says Superman number 12. Okay.
12, yeah. It's current. It's from the current series.
Yeah. All right, Pixel. How about what do you see here?
This is no. I think this has a lot of good detail. I don't know. It's still lacking something to me.
What are you talking about?
It's lacking something. I'm sorry.
Seriously?
Yes. Also, it's pronounced Corin Sweet. Something like that.
Where did you hear that?
You just look at how it's spelled.
All right. Well, everyone else is saying it's corn sweat.
Nobody is saying corn sweat.
Nobody but you, dude. All right. What do you 9? Okay. How about you, RDB?
9.
Like the cat says, it's pronounced corn sweat. All right. What did I say? I like this. The armor kind of giving like a little transformer kind of feel to it, because is it a mech suit he's wearing? So why not? Why would it not? It's not gonna be like round and like to fit his body. Then if you're doing that, that becomes like the Iron Man, the fabric he wears. It becomes like, I prefer more of this more than mech suit, because he's battling he's going to get Superman. He has to have a freaking like mech suit.
This looks functional.
Yeah,
it
that's
does.
what she said. His face though, he's a little angry. It's probably really sweaty.
It looks like he's happy. Like
he's got the kryptonite in his hand there too. He's got the
which is causing the green hue, by the way.
I do like the iron. He has the Iron Man, like the Mark III triangle or whatever that is, the Mark IV.
Yeah.
Power source.
I think he had that first.
It looks good though. Battle damage suit, costume, the city around him kind of crumbles.
The city around
exceptionally
him.
well detailed colors. This is a 10.
Alrighty. And I'm agreeing with you. This is a 10. I mean, it's everything you said. First of all, the smoke, the buildings, like I said, the suit looks like it's functional. Superman's costume being ripped, him having that pale look on his face, great penis. Just everything is really done very well on this cover.
What?
You look at the bulge. Are you looking at the super bulge?
That's a super bulge, yes. Yeah, I'm going to be a good father. Ashley, get over here and look at this super bulge and tell us what you think.
I already saw that cover.
And she wrote super bulge. There you go.
I
Yes.
did not write super. I didn't notice that shit.
Now you can't unnotice it. That's the thing. Everybody in the chat right now is staring at the super bulge. I'm hearing fucking teeth.
I'll guarantee this. If you actually go watch the movies, you notice that all the Superman in their tights have a bulge.
Right. They probably have it in their contract. Okay, so let's go to the chat and see how many people are willing to change low scores for the Super
Elizabeth
Bowl.
says super bulge looks great. I gave it a 10.
All right.
Book 10. Go for book 10. I think the Dragon starts off with a 9.
Michael was
Dark Admiral March Hare also gives it a 9.
I'm just the whole conversation with Ashley is like Michael was one of them. What? it's like a conversation that starts from nowhere.
They're talking about the next Nivixum or whatever it was called, the cult that the
Michael
Chloe
Myers?
actress got involved.
Oh, that one. Okay, yeah. Michael Rosenbaum was not part of that cult though.
No,
she's not saying that.
She actually invited a lot of members, including Michael Rosenbaum and the chick that played Lana, and they were like, "Yeah, it seems culty," and so they backed out.
And Theo Dragon comes in with a 9, followed by that March Hare saying 9.
We already talked about that. You're supposed to go to MK.
Yeah, I'm getting there because we could recap. Okay, calm down there, princess. Les Luthor Worth, trans and former legs, but a good cover, I'll say 9. Hi, look,
Okay,
there's
we've got
Brains.
2 Eric Brains.
Hi, Eric. And hi, Eric.
Dora!
Hi, I'm Eric.
Which
Hi,
one?
Eric
I'm
Poser.
Eric.
Oh, that's a weird coincidence. I
One
was
of
just
them's
about to
MK.
pose as you, and then the real Eric brings you.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my God, that is so freaking awesome. I can't believe that just happened. All right.
That's hilarious, man.
I mean, how did y'all, you didn't even know.
Well, how
You
do you
just,
time that, right? Like that's
that is awesome. That is great. That is great timing. Yeah. All righty.
But,
So let's
you know
clear
what?
that, and then we'll go back to Eric and get his
You know
score
what makes
on
me
this
mad?
one.
I could have used one of the Erics on the top 5.
Did Zach stiff you?
No, he showed up.
Okay.
Well,
I'm
if he
just saying,
did, make sure he pays you pay him for the Under the Bridge.
I mean, we just finished like 5 minutes ago.
I figured because it's all behind the Patreon wall, right?
No, it's a live stream.
Oh, with a live? Oh, I didn't hear the live. Okay.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, the top 5. You
Yeah.
get more people watching you.
Well, I was also taking out the dollar auction too at the same time.
Darth Kato says this cover is awesome. It's a 10.
Look, 10. Harry Jemick says, strange colors. It's a 7.
Great googly moogly. Also 9. Maranya says,
Yeah, both Eric at the same time.
Superman 12 in a world where your narrator is almost 2 hours late. This is a great concept that is exceptionally well rendered with the modern style and coloring. Simple, effective, and brutal like it should be. Score a Luthor can of whoop ass 10.
All right.
Michael Taylor says 8 colors and detail.
Now, what would you give this, Eric?
I think I'd have to go 10, honestly.
All righty.
Just like Little Rhaegar.
Oh, he's
Okay.
a 7 at tops.
No. He's giving
Oh,
us
the
a 10.
cover. Oh,
All righty.
Yeah, they're all saying it is pronounced corn sweat.
Okay. Here we have 1 7 and 1 8, taking out 2 of the 6 10s, and then 5 9s, take out all 4 10s and
name
leave a 9 left.
Not corn sweat.
All righty.
It's been pronounced corn sweat by YouTubers and everything. So
Well, there's nothing. If you want to go through, if you want to go through them, I'll let you there, Eric. But I don't think there's anything you would change a grade on.
no, I'm good.
All right. Okay, so let's go for 11, and might as well, Eric. Nope, you're going to get number 12. Go for book. Oh, before we do that, since I've got 5 of these things, let's do that. This has been a cluster because these videos were too long to actually put on the thing. What do we got? What does this sound like? Horrible. Okay. Oh no, this one I'll actually get nailed for. This dude doesn't like his music being played. Alrighty, I've got to. There we go. But don't feeding ducks. What the hell? Only upload music you have made or authorized. Oh, okay. There we go. Don't put up something that will get you in trouble. Let's see. What do we have?
Avocado Street. I think is a chicken.
Oh, what? You can see my list of music.
Yeah, I'm a manager on the freaking channel. I can see everything.
Oh, okay. Avocado Street is actually it's a nice piece of music. It's the one that I would anytime I would wax nostalgic about comic books.
So all the ones above there are the generic ones that come with StreamYard, so I don't think you
Well,
can pop in those.
If I had a chicken is one, oh, I've already got Avocado Street. If I had a chicken is mine. I put up Sunday Fun Day is I put up the Alfred Hitchcock. All these are the ones that come with it. But let's see. You got tired of Charleston. You know what? And I'll put. Yeah, it's just a little slower, but here we go. Let me make sure I've got the right one up.
Yeah, the right slur.
Yeah, the right slur. That's what I'm going for. But no, video number 4 should be opened with movies and TV.
So it is indeed sweat, but it is Corin. It's not corn, it's Corin. Coren.
Yeah.
Sweat.
At least we cleared that one up.
Corn sweat.
Yeah, there we go.
The E is silent, just like E.
The E is not silent. It's Corin. Like from nobody would play Fire
Feels
Emblem.
like
Never mind.
All right. Where are we going? Okay. Whoops. Let's see. Stop screen share. Present. Boom. Window. Start that. Share it out.
Shake it all about.
Shake it all about. There we go. All right. Now this is the 4th one. And once again, you're going to see some excellent covers here. Don't get me wrong. There are some excellent covers. And if you guys have a question as to why, just tell me. I'll even pause the, I'll pause it. But
That
some
should have
of
been there.
yeah, that's awesome. I took it out because he's only like a small part of the cover. But yeah, any one of these could replace anything that I've got here. These are some awesome covers. He is silent. He is never silent unless he's about to drop out. Exactly. That looks like Mark Strong is Lex Luthor. And I didn't care for this one at all. Fat Luthor. And this was just him in a crowd, so.
Well, yeah, they're getting ready to
Yep.
get rid of him.
I didn't like the costume. This was on the list for so long. I was like, but he's not a fun. Ed Harris, by the way, is
Yeah.
Lex Luthor.
Hey, it's Maria Hill.
I
Cool.
wanted to include these. I didn't. But yeah, like I said, what's Wilson Fix doing in a Superman comic? There's some you're gonna see some great covers in the rejects coming up. Yeah. It was at this point I've got 100 covers to get through, and I don't want them all to be poses, and I don't want them all to look alike. So I throw in a lot of different stuff. This is the one that I wish I put in. That is such a great cover. I love this one as well because of the him outside of a window. There you go. And that is the 4th of the rejects.
Hey, Jose, good evening, guys. I hope I can make it and stay to the end.
Oh, we are only 2 covers away, as a matter of fact. All right, so the 11th, we're on book number 11. So let me get the go for book 11. Luther versus Superman on top of the bridge. I liked.
Punching and Batman Superman was probably the best one I saw.
Yeah, that was a hard one a lot of these are hard to cut. I said go for 111 instead, but you guys get the picture. RDV book
That's
11.
right, Eric. We've been here for 111 covers.
I missed more than I thought.
Yeah. This is book 11.
Oh, a gut shot.
Yeah.
You tried to say at me for the last time, Luther.
Superman 412.
Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm going 10 with this.
All righty. MK, what do you say?
Yeah. This is like Injustice Superman on the Joker, you know. Yeah, that punches a hole right through him. Not quite, but yeah. Awesome. Yeah, it's a cool cover. And Superman looks kind of borderline crazy, like the expression on his face. So, yeah, gotta go 10, you know.
All righty. Eric?
I think I'm going to agree with Jose. It's good, but I still think Klaus Janson is nearly the artist as he is an inker, so I'm going to say 8.
All righty.
And they'll be right back.
Okay, Pixel.
Oh, I'll go 9.
Okay. And RDV started this one off, so I'm going to say 10. I thought this is an exciting cover. I like the Kirby Crackle going around, the copy of the Kirby Crackle. Colors are great. Art's on point. Now, Superman does have a bit of a badonk on this one. But there you go. And let's not talk about why I'm noticing Superman's ass. So, all right. So there we go. Let's go to the chat.
All right. We're starting it off with Darth Kato saying, another great cover, giving it a 10.
All right.
Dark Admiral March Hare says 10 as well.
I'm a sucker for Luthor's battle suits, so 8.
Ethereal Dragon says 8. What?
Rhaegar says 6.
Michael Taylor says 8. Cool action cover and colors.
Undead Quid's alive? Wow, were we at the top 5? Heh, rhymed. 8.
All right.
No, let's explore this a little.
I don't know why I'm noticing these things. It just is happening today.
And he's got that bass,
It's all about that bass. Yeah, I don't know that song.
The junk in the trunk.
Yes.
Maranya says Superman 412. In a world where everything is brutal and effective, the concept and the rendering, this is what Luthor versus Superman cover should be. Score a Superman opening a can of whoop ass on Luthor 10. Should be
All
at
right.
10,000. But don't worry, we'll get to a Superman 1000 soon.
Next cover. I will be shocked if the next cover doesn't end up a 10. All right.
When was the last time that Mystery sold a book? Oh, earlier in the stream.
Yeah. All right. So we get the stop. If there's any last minute votes, let us know. All righty. And let's see. We scored as 1-6 and 5/8, taking out 6 of the 10s, 7 10s. Oh, Henry says 7. Okay, so we got 1-6, 1-7, taking out 2 of the 7 10s. 5 8s take out the rest. There's 1 9 left. This is a 9.
Ronnie just can't let those covers go.
All righty. Okay, and I know we just had one, but while I wanted Eric to, because I do believe it's his boy, to be able to start the next one, why don't we watch that final video here? So I'll stop share screen. We will bring this this one down, and all right, and cover number 10. Just kidding. All right, let's go here.
Oh, did we get Henry Jeremix for this?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Actually, no, I didn't read it off. No.
I did. Well, I read the number off. If you want to read his bit off, go right on ahead.
Eric Breen says Bagora. He is right. Bad proportions on Superman's butt and leg. His face also has a poor rendering. Johnson is a better anchor than he is a penciler.
That wasn't Eric. That was me. I'm the one that brought that up.
Oh, gee, let's take credit for everything that he says.
Except for he didn't say it.
Sure.
All right. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-ba-da, boom, boom. Okay, and while we're waiting for Eric to get back, let me share this. This is the last of the reject, but last of the reject videos. Turn on the sound. All right, and here we go. Let me get it going here. Love this one. Every cover on here could have replaced anything once again. Except for that one. But that's the first cover appearance of Lex Luthor, so I included it at least in the last reject video. I love the stupid spacesuit. I really do. And this, holy shit, that was badass. I love the Golden Age stuff, really. That was on for so long, but ultimately it's a Batman Superman cover. Hey, he's got the Infinity Stones.
No, he will be stoned for infinity.
Is he wearing the Orange Lantern armor?
Yep. That one was on for so long as well. It was hard to cut some of these. Really difficult. It was like, God, this last cut was incredibly difficult.
It was hard. That's dumb. I hate the gimmick.
You don't like that one? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like too toy. That's why I love that one so much.
This is a great cover. All of them are. Like I said, it got really freaking hard at the end to what
oh
do I
my
keep?
god! Not including that one? That's crazy.
Yeah, well, the last cover, you guys seen what came before, but the last cover, it has to be number 12. You know, I like to put my favorite cover up. Eric, are you there? I thought I heard him come in.
Yep.
Alrighty, so let's get that go for book 12, and please, by all means, tell us why you love this cover. Go for book 12. I do believe this is your boy. I could be wrong. I'm not great at the artist game by pointing out and going, "Hey, that's this artist." Isn't this Gil Kane?
It is.
Alrighty.
If you don't like this, you're a birthday party clown.
I think actually that's accurate.
Yeah, I've got to give this a 10. The looming villain and all.
Alrighty. I thought so. I thought that might actually be the direction you go. It is Superman 386. And alrighty. So let's move on then. If that's all we want to say, the looming villain.
Yeah, holding the Daily Planet. Yeah,
It's a looming Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
All right. Pixel, what do you see? What do you say?
Hi, I'm Pixel.
No, you're not.
You destroyed everything I loved, Superman. Now I'll do the same for you. This is epic. This is a 10.
RDV, what says you?
I love the Luna thing, but I gotta say the whatever shoulder pads or whatever the collar thing is just dumb. Because I was looking at the, I'm like, what has he got on the? They almost look like truck mirrors, the side mirrors on a truck. Looking at them, it's kind of weird. I'm gonna go 9.
Okay,
it's just.
All right, we got 3 10s and a 9. Lex Luthor looks awesome. The Daily Planet crumbling, good colors on it. I mean, it needs an orange background in order for it to pop like this. Yeah, it's just a 10 every day.
Has a blind spot, so he has those big giant semi-truck mirrors that help him see.
Those aren't mirrors; they would just be reflecting his cheeks. All righty, let's go to the chat though.
He's very, very vain. He wants to see himself.
Hold on, we got a lot of great rejects. 4 should have made the cut, in my opinion. It was a difficult decision, and a lot of my what I included was because I knew there would be some sort of conversation.
The cover with Lex in a cell in the shadow of Superman falling over him was cool.
I love that one. Yeah.
Secret revealed, and the chest cover should have been included. Our first title is 10. Would I make 10?
Okay, 10.
I'm so salty I can't type straight. Hey, Maranya.
10.
Jose, this isn't it.
Yes, it does. Dark animal, much hair. It says 10.
Wow, I've never seen Kato this excited unless Amy's here. It goes meow 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 10.
Henry Jamek says book 12. It's a very good cover. It's an 8.
You anti-Gil Kane fiend.
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss? Got my Caprice on.
Okay. Well,
What?
let's read the comments and we'll go back to MK.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude
okay.
Dragon says 5.
You missed little Rhaegar saying 5 and Michael
I can-
Taylor saying 10.
I can only handle 1.5. That's what.
Colors and very nice detail.
Superman 386. In a world with a looming Luthor, impending peril, epic concept and rendering by the great one, Gil Kane. Insane in the membrane. Oh, sorry, that lapsed into Higgy Pop. Real cover colors, more subtle but great. Score a looming Luthor 10.
All right. MK, what is your score?
Yeah, 10. You know, the awesome cover. Just want to say one thing with the preview thing there. There's that one cover that was kind of disturbing but awesome, where Lex is all chopped up, like he's like missing.
Well,
his
yeah,
leg.
like losing his legs and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's a
was
dark
pretty
cover, man.
badass.
Like,
I was waiting for the crazy joke you always add to your comments when you do the book covers.
You know, I did once where I shared out me going through the whole process. If you guys want that to be a video series, it's a random thing to show how I'm picking the covers and which one. It's just it's not like I schedule it all the time. It's when I can do the job. I do the job. Sometimes I do different ones.
Henry, I am
yeah.
razzing you because there's always people who don't like the Gil Kane stuff. So we always
Yeah,
say-
it's one of the running jokes. Oof. All righty. Well, the score is 2 5s, 3 8s, 1 9, and they are trying to take on 9 10s and failing. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have the last cover of the night, as I always try to do. I try to put a book that's going to get a 10 as last this one did. And we ended up with 4 10s, 2 9s, 2 8s, 2 7s, 1 6, and a 5 that doesn't deserve to be there. Eric, did you score the 5?
No.
Okay.
Eric wasn't here.
What do you think of this?
There's 1 5. There's 2. Rhaegar and Ethereal.
No. For
Oh,
the
well,
corners.
overall.
This one
Yes.
scored 5.
This would have to get better to be a 5.
Really? Wow. Okay.
I told you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There you go. But there you are. Just to give you a heads up, these were the ones that you missed. This was 1, 2, 3. This was book 4. Book 5. This was book 6. Book 7. Book 8. Hold on just a second. Book 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, you couldn't help it. What would you score this?
Probably 9.
Okay. I think that's where it ended up, right? Let me see. Yep, it's a 9. Yeah. And I think you came in at that point. I think you came in. We had this was book 9 and then book 10. Oh no, this is where you came in. You weren't there for the punching baby.
I voted for it though.
Okay, cool.
Still on the other stream though.
All righty, let me drop this here, and I'm gonna say we're gonna start at the 7s, I guess, to figure out where everything goes here. We have an obvious issue number 12 and 11. Now we're figuring out 10 through 1, the top 10 Lex Luthor covers for tonight. I mean, obviously, you guys saw
Yep.
that there could be other shows, so go for 10. All we need is your or 7. I meant all we need is the favorite. We don't need anything else. So, nope, I need those. Those are my new passwords and everything. Oh wow, okay.
Is anybody see my passwords? Dumb.
No. Apparently, if you've got an Indian accent, I'll just give them all to you. Alrighty. I fell hook, line, and sinker for that shit. All right. Book sevens. We got cover 1, cover 2. And let's start with you, Pixel. I'll show them off real quick what made the sevens. And it was the first book. And it was this one right here. What do you choose there, Pixel? 1 or 2?
1. Leave it as is.
Okay. And how about you, RDV?
I say leave it as is.
Okay. And MK?
This is for 7, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I like that order.
Okay. Eric?
2.
I agree with that. Let's go to the chat where, apparently Henry at least put up a go for 7. I tried to. My VPN was not working, so it didn't let me put anything in. Michael says 1. And then we have Maranya saying 2. And then we have a 1 from Jose and Darth Cato. Alrighty. 7s, 1 is the best, says Henry. And no, wait, I stand corrected. 1 is better. Alrighty. So I thought at least the 3 of us would be hanging on to that number 2. But nope. 1 wins. So it just remains the same. Alrighty. Now we're going to go to the 8s here. And once again, all we need is your favorite of the 2. Just to give a show of it. Hold on just a sec. Let me get the there we are. And the ones that are in 8 is Superman number, what was this, 3? And we also had the one right after it. All righty. And RDV, you want to start us off?
All right, her 8, the first one.
Okay. And how about you, MK? Or how about you, Eric?
First one.
Okay. And Pixel?
2.
MK, you back? Nope. Let's go to the chat where Ethereal Dragon says 2. So does Darth Cato. And it takes the lead as Henry agrees with the second one, as well as Jose and Dark Admiral. Not a fan of either, but I go 1, says Michael Taylor. 8's 1 is best, should be 10, but I am a salty AF, says Maranya. All righty. Rhaegar also says 1. And there we go. MK, are you back yet? Up. MK says 1. All righty. Oh, well then. Is there anybody I missed? I don't think I did. I honestly cannot vote Prancing Dancer Luthor best. Okay, so we're going to leave it as is. It's a tie. We're going to leave it as is for this one. And we're going to move up to the 9s. So let me get the 9. All right. And so we have 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, and 7. Here is 6 and 5. All righty. Just to remind you what a little close-up of those. We're going to go all the way towards the end. This is one of the 9s. As well, whoop, let me hold that up. There you go. As well as this one. All righty. Eric.
1.
Okay. 9, 1, and 2. How about you, Pixel?
I'm going to go 1.
All righty. And RDV?
I'm going with that. Colonel, my ass is dummy thick. The Metal Gear Solid skip number 2.
Number 2. Alrighty. And
ever since you pointed out, all I see is that caboose on Superman.
And so you picked it?
Super caboose.
Okay. I'm definitely agreeing with the number 1 there. MK, are you back?
Yeah.
9s. What do you think? What's the best for the 9s?
For 9, I'm gonna bet on this one. I'm gonna go 2.
Okay. Now let's go to the chat where Michael Taylor says 1 and Darth Cato says 2. And next up, Ethereal Dragon says 2.
That's why he's killing Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor said, you got a nice
And
behind.
Henry agrees that it's 2. All righty. Second by far for me says Jose. Okay, wow. All right. 9's 2 is the best. Should be a 10. And then we have, let's see, Dark Admiral agrees that it should be 1, but unfortunately, and Michael says junk in the trunk. All righty, it is 7-5 in favor of the junk in the trunk. So let me move that over as we've got our 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And now we're actually going to need the favorite and least favorite. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Let's get the go for 10. All right, here we go. Oh, Mike Taylor said he voted for 1, so I had that off, but it would still go to the second one because it would just be 1 less. All right, we're going to go for 10s. Let me remind you what those were. We had book 7. And then we had book 9, Punching Baby Superman. And then we had book 10. And book 12. All righty, let's, I think, okay, Pixel, what do you say?
The best one is the last one.
Okay.
That's my favorite.
And
My
then-
least favorite is going to be, I guess 3.
Okay. And how about you, RDV?
3 is the best. 4 is the worst.
All right. And Eric?
Well, I really wanted to vote for number 2 because of the tiny baby hands,
Of course.
but I can't because I've got to go 4.
And what's the least of them?
Oh God!
No, he's just saying he's playing golf.
Oh man, I think the worst is tiny baby hands.
Tiny baby hands. All righty. And let's see. MK, are you there?
Yep.
What is the favorite and least favorite of the 10s?
Okay, so yeah, my favorite's gotta be 4. And least favorite, I guess 3.
All righty. And I've got to go with 4 as well. And the least favorite for me is, oh gosh, it's a great picture, but I'm going to go with 1. I love it, but as far as all of these, I think it's the most average, the most typical. Like it's basically a pose cover. Great pose cover, but it is. Everything else has a little something else going for it. All right, let's go to the chat where Ethereal says 2 and 4. And then we've got the 10s. 4 is best. Gil Kane is the best. 3 is the worst. And that's from Henry. Jose, I have to go 4 is the best. 3 is the worst. All righty. Then we have Maranya. Tough damn choice for best, but 4 edges out just a bit. Absolute worst is 1. How it made it to the 10s is beyond her. All right. Let's see. Maranya, then Dark Admiral says 4 and 1. Next up, we had, let's see, you don't like Gil Kane. Gil Kane hater, take that. 4 is the best. 1 is the worst, says Darth Cato. All right. And then we have, honestly, I didn't downvote because of Batman, Jose. I just didn't like the modern super dark rendering style. Okay. I like 2 and 4, but voting for 6 out of respect for Golden Age action. 2 and 4, but voting for 6 out of respect for Golden Age action. 1 is the worst. Well, that would be 4, actually, if you're voting for the last one. All right. There we go. All kedokis, ladies and gentlemen, let's ratio and find out what is going to the brackets. We have 2 more episodes coming up before we have the brackets. One is going to be Cheetah, and the other one is going to be Ra's al Ghul. All right. Is there a clear loser? Yes, there is. 1 positive, 3 negatives, and it is book 3. And then I am sorry. No, I was wrong. No positive, 5 negatives goes to the Batman. This one is second place. And then we have one that just canceled itself out with 1 positive, 1 negative. And then we've got one with 10 positives, 2 negatives, and we'll just have to move Gil Kane all the way to the front there. And that's the issue. That is the big-ass Lex Luthor issue that is going to go to the bracket fights. And I think it's got a pretty damn good chance, to tell you the truth. That is a badass cover. But I'm
actually kind of shocked because, especially that last one, that is a classic Lex Luthor evil closer shot.
The one with Batman?
Yeah, the Batman column stuff, holding and stuff.
Yeah.
That's classic Lex Luthor, mastermind. Brilliant,
Oh, but yeah, all of these are great, though. I mean, I love the detail on this one. I love the green hue covering everything. But these are some great shots. But in all honesty, this is a classic cover. I mean, this is just one of those. It invokes.
I love the looming. I just don't like the blind spot on the armor thing. I was like,
okay, that's not what it is. But okay. I actually thought this would make it to the 10.
No, I meant, like, how does he see to the left of him if he's got the green panels on both sides?
It's a comic book. it's a comic book. That's what it is.
Luthor, where are you? Can't see you.
Hello to the cat and Eric.
Yeah.
Of course, you're secondary now because
he wouldn't stay away.
So she must be not mad at you anymore.
No, she got over it. She remembered who feeds her.
Don't bite the hand that feeds you. So she's going behind you now. Oh
yeah, she's getting into some weird places today. I just had to yell at her to come out from behind the TV, and she walked out of there backwards.
Yeah,
didn't know cats could do that.
Yeah, they can
backwards.
Yeah.
I didn't think of it. I don't think I've seen too many of them doing that.
Cute kitty.
So, your allergies seem a little better at all?
No.
Nah.
But I'm between coughing jags, so I guess I don't know. I don't know what I can do if she's gonna run away and hate me for a day every time I try to clean her. But we'll figure something out.
I hear that there's a guy in Indiana looking for a second cat.
Well, the problem is, all kidding aside, the reason why she's not with, my buddy is she gets scared when she's around other animals.
Well, I'm sure the cat that E's got will probably go away soon.
The cat that I've got into a fight today, there's another one that's been coming around, and he doesn't like that. He said, oh, hell no, these are my people. So I had to save him from getting his ass whipped by a much bigger cat.
That's a bobcat.
Yeah. We call that a tiger. You're on your own. Yes.
We get lynxes and bobcats up here. Because that's a great thing about when you have snow on the ground up here. You get to see what kind of animals are running around in your yard by looking at the tracks. And I was like, yeah, that's not a dog print. That is a freaking bobcat, because you can see where the claws go in. I was like, nope, I'll stay inside. I mean, they don't get too big, but enough. You're like, you don't want to mess around. For a while, if you remember back a couple years, there was a Milwaukee lion. There was a mountain lion that was wandering through Milwaukee over here in Wisconsin. So
I heard a great joke, by the way.
Did you?
Yeah, it's about big cats. It's one that you have to think about, though. It's what do you need to change a fruit into a vegetable? A tiger. That's going to take a little bit, but when you get it, you're going to laugh.
I was just say a shot.
Siegfried and Roy, by the way, if you want to know the.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying, either that or head trauma.
Yeah. Siegfried and Roy is the answer to that one, but there you go.
Horrible.
I love that one. What did it take to change a fruit into a vegetable? It took me a while too. I was like, "What the hell?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, okay." It's better. It's funnier when it gets explained. Alrighty, there you go. That's one of them. That's one of the jokes. I always say it's funnier if you explain it, but I mean that as a joke. But no, if you explain that one, it gets funny.
Yeah.
There you go. Demonetized. Yeah.
More
That-
like
basically it.
emotional damage.
Emotional damage. That's what
Emotional damage.
Yeah, that is pretty fun. But come on, you got to admit, Eric, you're looking like you're thinking on whether or not you should laugh.
I already did.
You should.
Well, I'm just
I'd
surprised.
forgotten that. Which one did get mauled?
I think it was.
Siegfried.
I don't know that. I did.
Well, you got a 50-50 chance of getting it right.
I know, right? Let's go with Siegfried because that's the best name. Roy is just boring. I'm gonna go with Siegfried.
Well, we know
That's
that-
still, I think that's still a hell of a coincidence, right? Early, how like the two Eric brains came at the same time, right?
Yeah.
I played it off just as a joke. I figured, for a minute I'll pretend to be Eric Breen, and like the real Eric came in. That's
Yeah, I announced it. Hey, Eric's here. I announced it when you showed up, and then I thought, oh well.
I
guess
was
he's-
working on my Eric impressions, and I'm like, wait a minute, is that the real
Well, let's
Eric?
hear
Oh,
it.
crap, I'm screwed now.
Let's hear an Eric impersonation.
I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Okay.
I think I was gonna do like his Begora in front, with the Irish. I'm like, Begora,
You sound like Lurch when he co-starred on the Monkees. Bergida. Yeah. Anyway, I'm the only person that gets that reference because I'm the only one that watched all the Monkees
Yeah,
episodes.
I can't do everything. So,
Gura. No, I don't think it was him. I think it was Elam. What Eli? What is his name? The Jaws from James Bond.
Oh,
I think it was him because they made him into a rock and roll star.
what the hell was his name?
What is the name of the guy who played Jaws in James Bond? He's really fucking tall.
Richard Keel.
Richard Keel. There you go. Okay.
Ow.
Yeah, the episode is he's kind of like a Frankenstein monster, and they steal all the Monkees' musical talent and put it into him. It was fun. I love the Monkees. Love the Monkees. All righty. So anywho, guys, tomorrow is I'm gonna do. I think we'll do Cheetah tomorrow, and then we'll do Ra's al Ghul as the season finale before the bracket fights. Also, I have a feeling Ra's al Ghul's on a few more covers, and I'll need a little extra time to pull them. So there you go. On Thursday, we're doing Wild Dog from DC Comics in the 1980s. So if you haven't read it, go to Read Comics Online, check it out so you can join the conversation. Me and Dalton and Dominic, whichever one is which, have decided to bring back Throwback Thursdays, where we're talking about a different kind of story. I've got a small list of stuff that somewhere around here that we plan on doing. So it's going to be stuff like the week after. I think we're going to either do Dr. Occult or Dr. Strange Triumphant Dr. Doom Strange Triumphant Torment. And then Dom wanted to do something called The Resistance. I've got I picked out a whole bunch of different things. I'm trying to make it so we don't go too obscure, but still stay interesting and such. So Wild Dog, who is that? The arch enemy of the Wildcats. Wild Dog is a guy who basically he dispenses what I call Republican justice. It's like, there's a terrorist. What do we do with him? Blam, 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 blam. Done. Yeah. I haven't seen
Also known as
Go ahead.
Whiny Bitch Man from Arrow.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they did not do Wild Dog well in the Arrowverse.
I liked him in the Arrowverse.
I
You are
wanted to
the
see the
only
outfit.
person.
He needed the
liked
outfit. Not once did he have the big Wild Dog on there.
A Wild Dog, was he the guy with the Jason mask with the hockey
Yeah, he
mask?
was hockey mask.
Yeah, the hockey
Arrow.
mask. Yeah.
Oh, okay, because there's another character with a similar what's his name? Sportsmaster, I think, right? And like from the,
Yeah, he had a fake mask, but it was different.
He
It
had
was
he had the goalie mask. He still wear the
Yeah.
Jason mask, but he
yeah,
had
yeah. I was like, wait a minute, I thought it was the wrong guy. Like, first of all.
with all the CW stuff. I don't know. Like I said, I don't mind the Wild Dog on there. What I don't like was they changed his personality.
Yeah.
All of them had this male feminist personalities, and I was just like, that's what they're just gross about it.
Well, did you see what they did to him in the comics? He was in Suicide Squad, and they basically made him.
He was badass with all the guns. He was like a Punisher guy almost.
His dialogue, they tried to make it like a Punisher thing, where like, he's not a good guy, so we're gonna make him look that way. It was, yeah, I didn't care too much for. Yeah, because it was he was like, okay, I'm a Trump supporter, and therefore they made him into just. I don't know. Just I didn't care for it too much. Because it was very derogatory.
Similar type of outfit. Well, not outfit, but the mask was always cool from Wildcats. Rifter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I always thought he was an interesting.
All righty. But anyway, we're going to do that on Thursday, and then Friday will be Ra's al Ghul, and Sunday is wait. Okay, yeah. Cheetah, Ra's al Ghul, then Sunday is going to be the bracket fights. After the auction, which I did an unboxing, and we have some awesome books let me see. These were some of the ones I was showing off. Why is that still there? Because I'm sharing.
Because you didn't stop sharing. That's fine.
All right, there you go. Yeah, we have some great books for the auction this week. These are the books I've been waiting a month to get. I hope you guys find them to be interesting at the very least. I did a whole video. I'm just showing off a handful for those of you who hadn't seen it yet. Yep. So please show up on Saturday.
So that back up again? Was that an adaptation of the actual movie?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
All right. And we had, There's quite a few very cool, very interesting books in here. So please, by all means, show up and and have fun. Yeah. I mean, we've been turning these into more and more like just hangouts and such, which I've been enjoying as well. So there you go. I don't know if y'all want me to continue or not, but I'll keep this going because anything to get the.
Well, Henry wants to know what happened to his month.
Oh, Henry's month is going to start on Tuesday. So, yeah, Henry's month starts on Tuesday. What is it? We're going to have our bracket fights. I usually take Monday off. Tuesday, we'll start Henry's month, where Henry went to Ko-Fi for $5. Have a good night, Pix.
Good night.
This is Millie the Model, issue number 6. If you go on over to Ko-Fi, I've got places where you can give $5 and you can control the live streams. And you can say, I want to talk about this artist, this character, maybe these issues from, like, say it's like Superman. We started at 1 through 12. If you want like 50 through 62 or something like that, you could go over there and say that. Or you could say, I want to talk about this artist with these covers and everything. Just drop a $5 donation and tell us what you want. Henry dropped $80. That's 16 videos. So he's got the entire month. And I think he's done a pretty good job. We got the second print of First Appearance of Cable. This is the one I was very excited to show Amy and Melissa. Friday Rock, number 1.
I remember that show.
Yep. And then we have the glow-in-the-dark Ghost Rider, the biography of Lex Luthor. Just a lot. There are a lot of good books. Lady Rawhide, and
question.
Yeah.
When are you gonna start sending out some of the books? I know the girls still haven't got their stuff yet.
Oh, I'm sending them. I actually told them earlier today. Everybody's getting books now. I just got we got an influx. I apologize for the personal stuff getting in the way, but everybody who's got books coming are going to get books.
Oh, kids, I'm heading out. It's 1 o'clock, so
yeah, me too. Because I got to take my wife to work.
You guys later. Night.
But yeah, tomorrow. Did they mention something?
No. I was just pointing out. I was like, some people might be hesitant to buy or get excited to buy new stuff if they haven't received their books yet. I know, and I know that they hadn't received anything.
Okay,
Because I asked them the other week, is like, did you guys get your books?
All 4 of these boxes are ready to go, and they are filled with people who filled short boxes.
They're filled with people,
including you, by the way.
Oh.
And then over here is 2 envelopes that is ready to go, and that one of them is Amy's, and one of them is yours. So you're going to get a shit ton of books.
Land that you are helping, having Ashley help out with the stuff.
Wait, what?
Ashley's, you got her bagging and boarding stuff.
No, Ashley ain't doing for me. So, neither is Elizabeth. Yeah. So everybody who's got books coming will have books out. So there you go. And thank you for your patience and such. Yeah. And I am also going to give shipping discounts and such. I can't do it all at once because that would be a week that I couldn't pay bills. But I will go like, here you go. I'll give it to you. This person.
Like I said, I'm not worried about mine. It's just if I get books for the girls stuff, right now. So
they're going. And
I know you are short in cash, so if you need to get everyone else out first, go ahead and do that.
All right.
I'm not worried about it.
I do, by the way. Please don't think for a moment. And this isn't directed at you, RDV, because I know I feel this way because I've talked about this. I stress about this shit whenever I've got like one I did a Monday auction, and I was like, this is to help pay rent. And the thing is, I only made money even with the shipping costs to pay rent. So it becomes, do I pay rent and not have a big ass $500 fee and all that kind of shit because they're going to start trying the eviction process on us? Or do I or do I ship the books? See, that was the difficulty. And I kept saying, hey, I promise you this isn't forever. I thank you to everybody who was patient and such. I'm not trying to rip anybody off. I have the books set aside. They're not. If you do have any missing books, let me know, because sometimes I do have orphans where like I'm writing it on the page and it doesn't make the page. And then I go through it and I go, okay, whose book is this? I don't put that out. It goes into a box where I'm waiting for somebody to go, hey, I'm missing this issue. And then, okay, there we go. And I pull that out and I know where it is and such. So, yeah. So if you do have any missing books, please let me know. All right, kids, we're running late on this one. Once again, tomorrow is Cheetah, right? Which I just realized something. I pulled all of her covers on the other computer and it's being erased. So tomorrow with all the other stuff I've got to do, I'm going to be pulling Cheetah covers to, yikes. That should be fun. All right. There you go, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us as always. Thank you very, very much for watching. If you have any questions about auctions or anything, @Englentine is my handle over on Twitter. Feel free to DM me. Otherwise, thank you very, very much for watching. Have a good night.